Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be installing the BilletWorkz door handle pull straps. It's going to replace your door handle with an Alcantara pull strap. Pretty unique little design, and you can get them in multiple different colors. Now, if you guys follow the channel, you guys might have seen my previous video on replacing the shift boot, and I ended up going with the BilletWorkz red Alcantara. Really happy with it, so I thought the red pull straps on the doors would just be a small little accent that would look really good, so I decided to go with that. But there you can see the lighting's a little weird, but you can see the red Alcantara shift boot, and we will be replacing those door handles with the pull straps. I'll do my best to set you guys up so you guys can get an idea of how to do this. I'm not exactly sure how it'll be though, because I have to work in this small area, so I'll do my best, but bear with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will have these linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested, but let's go ahead and get started. So here is the pull strap that I went with, the red with the black stitching, and then this is going to go kind of in front of it. I'll show you guys what it looks like, but it is also red Alcantara, and that's going to replace the door handle. But other things you will need is a Phillips head screwdriver, possibly a pry tool for getting the door panel off, panel pop tool. This is just in case you need to remove some of the pop clips out of the door that don't stay in the door panel themselves. You'll probably need a flathead in order to disassemble the door handle. Then you'll need a 1.5 millimeter Allen key and a 1/4 inch socket in order to snug up the pull strap around the cable for the door handle. So that is everything you should need. Let me go ahead and start disassembling the door panel. So first things first, it's best if you can have your door all the way open, because there is a kind of a position up here towards the front that you can actually get your fingertips on the edge of the door handle for when you need to actually pry the door panel off. Everywhere else is pretty smooth, but before you go removing the door or attempting to pull the door panel off, you do need to remove a few screws. There's going to be one right back here. You can see the little gap right down there, and then down here in the door panel you can see this one right here, where you can get another tool. Pop that one out, and that's where you're going to find two more screws. So let me go ahead and get this one removed. It's very simple. Just pry out right there in the corner, and this whole back portion will pop out. Okay, so we got it removed. I actually, instead of going down there in the corner, I went right in front of the lock mechanism right here and pried this direction, and it popped right out. But so you'll have one Phillips here and two here that you need to go ahead and remove. Once that is removed and those two are removed, now you can go through and pull your door panel off. It may be easier to start up here and then work your way around the door panel. Let me go ahead and get you guys set up. Once you have all the clips out, you saw I just lifted the door panel up and it'll come right off. You have a couple of plugs on this side that you need to unplug. That's going to be for your window and your locks. And then you also have the wiring harness down here for the vanity light if you have a premium model that you can go ahead and unplug. Then once you have that unplugged, it's just going to be your lock mechanism and your door handle, which are really easy. You pull straight out, then you rotate it and pull up, and it'll slide right out. And then same thing with the door handle, pull out, and then rotate and lift up. And now your door panel is free to come off. Looking at the back of the door panel, all of my clips stayed in except for this one. This is the exact same one that didn't stay in the other door panel. So if you have a trim tool like this, you can slip behind here, pop that guy out, and now you can go put this back in the door panel, and it is as simple as just sliding it back into place like so. Now, to remove the actual door handle and lock mechanism, it's just these two Phillips head screws that we're going to go ahead and remove now. Once you have those screws removed, you'll see a clip here. My hand gets out of the way. And another one back here. If you get behind those with a flat head, I can't do it with one hand. Push the door handle outwards, then it'll pop out. I can't do it one-handed and hold the phone. My door panel's in a chair right now. But once you do that, the pointed part will come out and you can kind of rotate it forward like so, and it will come right out. So now we have the door mechanism that we're going to be working on. Something I do want to show is this lock mechanism does move. I already installed the one on the driver's side, and the lock mechanism was kind of wiggly, and I thought it was because like I loosened something when I installed it, but it's just naturally how they are. It's just the fitment in here. Now this is going to be the most difficult part of the disassembly, or this whole process, and it's just going to be getting the door handle and lock mechanism out of here, because you just kind of have to spread things. You have a post on top that the lock mechanism sits on, a post in the center that it sits on, and then it shares a post down below with the door handle. First thing you're going to want to do is actually remove this spring. So you can see how the end of the spring is sitting right here. You want to just pry that off of the plastic piece it's sitting against right now. Okay, so all I did was push it that way and this way at the same time, and it pops out, and now you should be able to just get that spring out of there. I need a smaller screwdriver. So you'll see the other end of the spring sitting right here. Got that pulled out. Just careful, there's a lot of grease on there. Keep it lubricated, don't get that all over the Alcantara Pull strap. And now this is all loose, and now it's a matter of getting the door handle off of the posts in there. You can see the one underneath of it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll probably end up removing the lock mechanism. I've seen a couple people do it without removing the lock mechanism, but removing it just allows more movement inside without having to stretch the door handle as much. But you also have this outer shell that you can go ahead and remove. So if you just pull on these tabs, this outer trim will come off. You can just set that aside. So I'm going to work on getting these out of here. So I'm removing the lock mechanism first because it just makes it easier, and basically got it. So it sits in there like so. You can see this top portion sits on a peg, and then this bottom one sits on a peg. Top, bottom. Basically what I went in with a flathead, and I just rotated it here, got underneath of it, rotated it here a couple times, and then as I rotated the top again, I was kind of pushing out on the lock mechanism at the same time, and it just walks out. Now it makes it a lot easier for the door handle to come out. A lot of people will leave the lock mechanism in and then really stretch this bottom part to get the door handle out. But if you get the lock mechanism out, door handle comes out nicely. Then, stay away from those. Then you can go and put this back in. So all you got to do is line up the bottom peg and the top peg with these here, and it snaps back into place. Hopefully, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but it's just a matter of putting it back in. Now it's back in, and we can start working on installing the Alcantara portions. So it just takes a little bit of looking at the back of this to understand how it's put together, and just spreading the plastic pieces, and do it from the back so you don't damage anything. I didn't damage anything or nick anything, but it's better to do it from the back. You can see more, and if you do damage or scratch something, it's on the back side, not on the side that you're going to see. With that all out, now we can take this portion and we can look at it. You got a tap location here, and here this big one is going to go towards the bottom, and it is going to snap onto that peg there. So you just take it and firmly press down. Now it is in place. It's as simple as that. And now you can basically start reassembly, because this is just going to attach to the cable on the door, and you're just going to feed it through here So I believe we can put this piece back on now. There you can see the trim piece put back on, and now we can slide it back in the door, reinstall our screw, and then we can start reassembly. And the only other thing we gotta assemble is that to the pull cable. So putting this back in, just like how we removed it, this side first, put the bottom in like so, and then just push the top until you get it to click back in. All you're doing is locking that tab right there and that one there, and now you just need to reinstall your two screws that are going to go here and here. So going to install the pull strap on the door, you're going to be looking for the one with the bigger ball end. The one with the smaller ball end is going to be your actual lock mechanism, so leave that one alone. This is going to be the one that we're attaching to. Your pull straps should be assembled now. They used to come disassembled, and you would assemble them with the two metal plates, the two screws, nuts, and the Alcantara strap. But all you need to do is remove the nut off of one, slide the bolt out. Do not lose these little guys. Now, the one with the Allen key, or the head of the bolt, is going to face you, the inside of the car. The nut is going to go to the back side, and you're going to slide it right underneath the metal plate, not between the Alcantara pull strap, not between them, but behind all of it, just in between the Alcantara and the back metal plate. I'll show you that once I get it slid on here. So I did go ahead, I made sure to wipe down my hands to make sure none of that grease was on it. I also wiped down the ball end, wipe the grease off of there, because you don't want it getting all over the Alcantara, because then it's going to stain it, especially if you get a colored door strap like this. If you get a black one, it might not be as big of a deal. But yeah, here you can see the back side, the two nuts, the ball right here, and it's going to sit like so. Now we're going to take our 1.5mm Allen key and our 1/4-inch socket, and we're going to snug these down. When you get close to snugging it down, make sure this ball end is pressed up against that plate as best as possible. Now that that is snugged down, you can see the ball's right up against it. Now we can go ahead and put the door panel back on. Before we go and hang the door panel back up, we want to plug everything back in. Vanity light, as well as the door lock and window switch. You can also go ahead and feed your pull strap through the door handle now. So here you can see the pull strap. Now you're going to reattach it. Now, once you have that all reattached, you can rehang it by dropping it down from the top. Before you go hammering this thing back on, it's just best to make sure you have all of those white clips reinstalled on the door panel itself, not in the door. Then take a look down here and make sure that the clips are actually lined up with the holes before you go smashing it and ended up breaking clips. And there are a couple clips in the center of the panel as well. So we have our pull strap. Now we got to reinstall the two in the handle pocket. So slide the back in and then just simply push down. Pointed end in first for the front, and then snap it back into place. There you can see the BilletWorkz Alcantara Pull strap installed. This is the red with the black stitching. They do have multiple different color options. Go ahead and shut the door. Now, works very nicely. And it just gives the interior just a little added touch of color. Not too much. And I like the design. Simple, sleek, very nice. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. I understand disassembly of the original handle can be a pain. Just take your time, look at it, look at where you got to pry on those kind of pivot points, and you're just spreading it enough to be able to push them out. Like I said, it's easier if you get the lock mechanism out first, then the original door handle will basically just come out. Some people will just try to remove the handle without the lock mechanism. You can do it, but it takes a little bit more pressure and there's more chance of damage, so I just go about removing the lock mechanism first. Everything still operates exactly how it should. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll have this link down in the description for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.